This is the Movie Matthew Show, and today I'll be talking about the January 2009 movies that have come out. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies I'll be talking about today. And the first one is Paul Barkman Mall Cop, and it was number one for 2 weeks in January, and it made all its money back from when it came out, so it did really well, and it's still doing very well. And the movie is an hour and a half. It's the first 45 minutes is about how he's this guy that couldn't make it into the police department, and he lives with his daughter and grandma, or the daughter's grandma, and then the mom, and then his mom, or it could be the grandma. It's kind of confusing who she is. And they decide to put him on perfectmatch.com, and they decide to use the segue video. Well, when he goes to work, the first time you see him, you find out that there's a girl he likes there. So he starts to become friends with her and everything. And they go to like a restaurant where he gets drunk and everything. And he never usually gets drunk, he says. But then you meet up with also a friend that he has at the place, which it's played by the nicer Adam Sandler friend than, the one that's not got the meaner voice guy. And that's the first half. Then the second half, which is the second 45 minutes, he has to work on Black Friday, and which is the after Thanksgiving, and he starts, having a great day and everything, and then all of a sudden he decides to well, he gets this up, he has to watch this video game arcade thing. So when he does, he plays Guitar Hero or Rock Band, one of the two. And while that's going on, he doesn't know that the mall's being taken over by these bad guys. So when he comes out of the game thing, he thinks the mall's closed for the day, but then these bad guys took over. So now he has to save the girl that he likes at the mall, and he also finds out that he has to save his daughter that came to the mall to come to the mall to check on him or do something. So now you don't know if he's going to save the day or not when he is, at the mall. So it is a movie where the first time you see it, you don't know if you like the first 45 minutes, but the second 45 minutes you'll like. So that makes you want to go back and see the first 45 minutes again to like it. And the second 45 minutes is still good, and the first 45 minutes is better the second time around. So I would say it's a really funny movie, so I would definitely go see it. And also, if you're an Adam Sandler fan, because it's a produced by Adam Sandler movie, definitely buy it. And if you don't, and rent it too. It's one of those you can rent too, and you can see it in theaters. Next is Hotel for Dogs, and all I can say is it is the worst movie I have ever seen. It is the worst movie. I think it's going to be the worst movie of the year so far. And it was a Nickelodeon film, and it was done by Ivan Reitman, and it was a movie that was supposed to be about kids helping dogs, find a place to live, so they give them a hotel to live in, these stray dogs. Well, that's one part of the movie. The other part is these two kids that run it are orphans, so Don Cheadle has to help them find family. So they're living with Matt Dillon's brother, I don't know what his name is, and Lisa Kudrow. And it turns out that once you find out that there's more to this movie, it's like, oh, it's not that good. It's not like what you see in the previews. So that's why it's the worst movie of the year so far. Next is Inkheart, which I would, I'll admit it, that I walked out after so many minutes of the movie. And the reason is because with this one, the reason it made me walk out is because you think it's going to be about people reading books and they come to life. Well, that's one thing. But what it really is the Brendan Fraser has a daughter, and when she was a baby, he would read to her, and somehow the mom got trapped in the book, and this bad guy came out. So then, so many years later, when the daughter is a teenager, Brendan Fraser has to keep looking for this book, and she doesn't know why. Well, she finds out that it's to find the mom and get him out of the book. Well, once they have to make an agreement where the bad guy goes back in the book, the mom comes out. Well, when the mom finally you know, they finally find out what's going on with her and everything, and you find out that there's words all over their faces and stuff because they didn't finish reading the book and everything, you know, all the book and everything. That's why there's words and stuff. It's a complicated movie, and once you find out that the bad guy's gonna help them, it's like, it's going on too long, it's dragging on too long. That's why I didn't leave. I should have left Hotel for Dogs also, but I stayed because it's a Nickelodeon film, and I thought it'd get better. Next is Taken, and all I can say is you're definitely taken for a ride that's either good or bad. Good meaning that it's a good movie, bad meaning that it's not like the James Bond or the Bourne movies. It could have been better like the Bourne and the Bond movies, but you're taken for a good ride, even though it's not like the Bourne or the Bond movies. And this one is definitely what the previews show you. It's about a daughter being going to Europe, and then the dad finally talks to her when she gets over there to say that she got over there, and then she finds out that there's these people that are going to take her. So then the dad knows about it, so he has to go find her. Well, what you don't know is that the reason she went to Europe is to go on a tour with U2 and check out the bands, and she didn't know that when she would go over there that there would be nobody at the house with her and her friend. And you also find out that there's this guy at the airport that sets this up where he takes all these kids and everything. So that's why she was taken. But will she be found or will she not be found is the question. And there's one part that you want to really talk about with people, but you can't because it's part of the ending. Next is Slumdog Millionaires, which finally got released to all theaters, which by the time it got released to all theaters, it's like they could have released it even sooner to more theaters, because now it's going to be coming out on DVD and Blu-ray January 24th or a different date after that, because they want to get it out after the Academy Awards. Maybe before the Academy Awards if they can, but right now it's the 24th they're picking of February. And Academy Awards are the 22nd of February. And Slumdog Millionaires is definitely what the previews show you. It's about a kid going on Millionaire, and every time he gets a question he's about to answer, they go back and show you where he got the answer, how he got the answer. But during this whole thing, they're wondering, did he cheat or not? So they're questioning him. So then once they get to the end where he's about to come back the next day, then they show you that the whole time he's been questioned was, well, what I'm saying is that the whole time, at the point when he gets to where they have to take him and question him was the whole movie, and they're just showing you what he did at Millionaire to get to that point where they had to question him and everything, and then they bring him back to Millionaire the next day. So will he win, will he not? And also he's trying to find the girl that he likes, and will he get to her? And then finally open season 2, straight to DVD and Blu-ray movie that should have gone to theaters, because I thought it was a lot better than the first one. The first one had Ashton Kutcher as the deer and Martin Lawrence as the bear. Second has Mike Epps as the bear and Joel McHale from The Soup as the deer. And it picks up 1 year later after the first movie, where in the first one the dog who this husband and wife couple had either gets separated from them or he decides to run away from them. So it's a year later, and now you find out he's in the woods with all the animals, and then the husband and wife couple finds the dog and wants to have him again. But then he doesn't. But then he gets to be with all his friends again. But you don't know if he wants to be with them because of the bad dog after him. So he goes back into the wild. Then he doesn't know if he wants to be in the wild. Should he go back with his? So he doesn't know if he should be in the wild or should be with the owner. So they're trying to find out, will he be with the wild or will he be with his owners? And also you find out that there's a place where dogs and humans can have fun at this one place. And while this is all going on, the deer and the female deer want to get married, but they're looking for the dog that's missing. And so out of all these films, Paul Blart Mall Cop's really funny. Hotel for Dogs is really bad. It's the worst movie of the year so far. Inkheart is okay. It's one you can wait to rent or see on TV. Taken is one where you can, it's good, but not as good as the Bourne and James Bond, so I would either, you can go to theaters to see if I would wait to rent or see it on TV and maybe buy it, I don't know. And the Slumdog Millionaires, definitely buy it when it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray. And right now you can see it if you want to see it because of the Academy Awards. And Open Season 2, definitely buy it on DVD or Blu-ray because it's much better than the first one.